The story of Abigail is found in 1 Samuel 25, and it is a powerful tale of wisdom, courage, and humility. Abigail was the wife of a wealthy but harsh man named Nabal, who was a Calebite. Nabal's character is described as churlish and evil in his doings. He lived in the region of Carmel and owned many sheep and goats. David, who had been anointed as king of Israel but was still on the run from King Saul, came to Nabal's land while he and his men were in the wilderness. David's men had protected Nabal's shepherds and flocks during the sheep-shearing season, a time when theft was common. So David sent 10 young men to ask Nabal for a share of his provisions as a way of thanking him for the protection. However, Nabal insulted David's messengers, refusing to give them anything, and even mocked David by questioning his identity. When David heard of this, he was furious and set out with 400 men to confront Nabal, intending to exact retribution. When Abigail, Nabal's wife, heard what had happened, she acted swiftly and wisely. Despite knowing that her husband had foolishly rejected David's request, she gathered a generous supply of food, including bread, wine, sheep, and other provisions, and set out to meet David before he could reach her home. Abigail approached David, fell at his feet, and pleaded with him not to take vengeance into his own hands. She acknowledged that Nabal was a foolish man and that David, as a man of God, should not stain his reputation with bloodshed. She also prophesied that David would be the future king of Israel and that God would protect him from all harm, including the danger posed by Nabal. Abigail's humility and wisdom softened David's heart, and he accepted her gift, praising her for her intervention. David thanked Abigail for preventing bloodshed and expressed gratitude for her wisdom, saying, "Blessed be your advice and blessed be you, who have kept me this day from bloodshed and from avenging myself with my own hands." After this, Abigail returned to her husband, who was in a drunken stupor. The next day, when he was sober, she told him what had happened. Upon hearing of how close he had come to death, Nabal's heart failed him, and he became like a stone. About 10 days later, Nabal died, and when David heard of his death, he praised God for avenging him and for delivering him from the foolishness of Nabal. David, recognizing Abigail's wisdom and beauty, sent word to her, asking her to become his wife. She agreed, and she became one of David's wives, though she was already married to Nabal. The story of Abigail is often highlighted as a model of wisdom, humility, and discretion, as well as a demonstration of how one person's actions can avert disaster. It also serves as a reminder that even in difficult situations, God can use people to carry out His purposes, and that wisdom is more valuable than strength or revenge.